Hi everybody, my name is Eric and I'm the head of Rock the Stages Music School. I wanted to personally give you a warm welcome to our award-winning and amazing music program. We're so happy to teach you and super excited for you to come in for your first lesson. Now, before we start having tons of fun in our lessons, getting ready for all of our amazing showcases, learning all the great music, we need to go over a couple of important policies. So the first one I want to talk about is that we do require a 24-hour cancellation policy. So the next important policy is that you must cancel or reschedule using our calendar on My Music Staff through your parent-student portal. Now be sure to stick around. Here in about a minute or so, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that and also help you get registered for our school. But if you do not cancel on our calendar, our teachers do prepare lesson plans, do show up, at which point we do have to charge to be respectful of their time. The third important policy I want to talk about is after you have 2 unpaid lessons or a $62 account balance, you will be taken off the calendar until you're caught up. Unfortunately, we cannot teach lessons without being paid. This is our livelihood, so just keep that in mind. That's why it's really important, if you have a crazy hectic schedule, to be sure to set up auto pay. That is a very, very important feature in our system. And the last thing I want to let you know, the last important policy, is that if you cancel for more than 2 weeks, we cannot hold on to your spot. If you'd like your time slot and teacher to be reserved over a longer period of time, like let's say you go away for a month in the summer, we do require payment during your leave of absence. Otherwise, when you come back, we will try our best to get you back onto your teacher's schedule at a similar time, but there's no guarantees. We're always getting floods of new students in. So those are the most important policies that I want you to know straight off the bat. Now, enough with that. Let's move on to getting you signed up in our system. So now you've given me your email, and I'm going to be sending you an invitation to sign up for My Music Staff, which is how we do all of our scheduling, cancellations, rescheduling, and payments. So you'll receive a email that looks like this, and you're going to go ahead and it says website login information, and go ahead and click it. And then here, it's going to give you an invitation. And what I want you to do is I want you to click this option that says password setup link. So click that option. All right, so now it's opening up, and we are going to set up our own password. So this can be anything you'd like, whatever it would be, doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and set up our password, and I'm going to make it something I can easily remember. Now you can always click the forgot password if you ever forget it, and it'll send you a forgot password link to your email, so that is an option too as well. But let's go ahead and let's sign in. Alright, so I've created my password. I'm going to return to my sign in. I'm going to go ahead and put in my email. I'm going to put in my password. And let's go ahead and log in. Alright, so you're going to see Rock the Stages Music School is the name of our school. And from there, we're going to go ahead and look at a few different things. So the first thing, I think the most important thing, is the calendar. So you click calendar on the left-hand side, and you're going to see scheduling. Now, the thing about scheduling is that you're going to go ahead and see all of these open slots for teachers that teach your lesson. Now, usually it's best to go ahead and stick with your same teacher, but let's say we want to go ahead and choose, I don't know, we could choose maybe this upcoming tomorrow at 3 p.m. on the 8th. It looks like that teacher is Max, so if that is your teacher and you'd like to book with him, you can always click that. And if you click register, and you can either register for this lesson only, or if you want to keep this slot in the future, you can click register for all occurrences. Now this is only an option if Max doesn't already have lessons in the future at that time and on that day, so keep that in mind. But if this option is available and that time slot does work good for you, You're able to click it and you should be good to go. For this case though, let's go ahead and just register for this class only. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and register, and then there you can see my name on Max's schedule right there. Now if I ever need to cancel, I can go ahead and click the cancel attendance. Now this is where things get interesting because it's less than 24 hours, and sometimes if it is less than 24 hours, well, it's actually, today is Tuesday, so it should actually Wednesday, so it should be okay. But if you don't have 24 hours advance, then that will be a problem and you will be charged for it. But yeah, so you're able to actually still cancel, which is okay. And then you can send a little note to your teacher too as well. That's always nice. If you're feeling sick or whatever, we might give you a kind of, hey, hopefully you're feeling better, heads up kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say cancel, and I'm just going to put in there that I'm sick. So yes, we're going to cancel. And then as you can see, it's going to pop up and it's going to take that lesson away. So I will not be charged for that, which is really nice. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, that's our scheduling. And again, you're able to open schedule, and it's really nice. You're able to kind of change schedules around, cancel, reschedule whenever you need to. It is best though to try and find a specific time each week so that you know when to come and we know when to expect you. That definitely does help us. All right, now we're going to go back to home, and I'm going to show you the other really important piece is our payment side of this. Now, when I click home, at the top right hand corner, there's a drop down option. I'm going to go ahead and push profile settings. And here is where you can add your payment information. This is going to be really important, especially to set up auto pay. We've had instances in the past where students have forgot to pay for multiple weeks. They get dropped from teachers. They're not able to stay on schedule. We can't find replacements for them. So it's better to just set up your auto pay at the beginning so we don't have to worry about anything like that. All right, so for example, you can set up a credit card, has all the details and information. You can do a card holder, card type, all of that stuff. At the very bottom, you're going to want to make sure that you click the automatically pay emailed invoices if you want to set up auto pay, and I highly suggest that. And then the last option you have is add bank. So you can actually add your bank account. This is where you specifically add in routing number and bank account information. Now, if you don't want to set that up, and I know it's a little bit of a hassle, you can also use your credit card. You can also be a debit card too as well, so it can also work too. So keep that in mind. All right, that is just 2 of the functions. There are a lot of other cool functions too as well. On the calendar, when you see your lessons, a lot of times our teachers will take notes and you can kind of see what's going on with the student. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just really depends on the teacher. That is something kind of cool. You can see accounts and invoices here. So if you're ever confused on your kind of billing and things like that, you can follow along and see kind of how we billed in the past, few weeks or so. You can look at attendance. Here's attendance and notes. And then you can also do a really cool thing called a practice log. And so if your student wants to, if you or your student wants to just time yourself practicing, and this actually goes to your teacher, which is great. You can see how much time that they've been practicing. You can start the timer while you practice, and then you can end it and log in your practice there, and your teacher will see that you practiced, and it shows up right there. All right, thank you so much for the time. If you do have any questions, please reach out to us. Let us know if there's any questions, concerns that we can help you with. In the meantime, we are so excited to see you at our Rock the Stages Music School, and get ready for our next show. Thank you so much for your time.